This here is the Ioniq 5 from Hyundai. And, well, if you scrape the underside of this vehicle, you hit anything on the freeway, get prepared to spend $60,000 to replace that battery, which one gentleman up in Canada ended up experiencing. But it is a pretty unique looking vehicle nonetheless. I can appreciate that. Some new ones here, hooked up. Yeah, $60,000 to replace the battery. How, in what world is that appropriate? So that just tells me that we have a ways to go when it comes to the whole EV segment, right? We need to get to a better spot where we can spend, $5,000, $6,000, maybe $7,000 to replace an entire battery pack on one of these vehicles. But to get slapped with that kind of bill to replace it, granted it was a unique circumstance, I get it. But that is just unacceptable if you ask me. As a side shot, definitely is unique. Appreciate the wheels, design there. But personally, I would never buy this over a Tesla. Tesla, thankfully, they have that direct-to-consumer market where they have the luxury of dropping their prices as the market flexes, which we saw from Tesla last year. In 2023 alone, they dropped their prices 4 separate times. Hyundai, they gotta go through a middleman. They gotta go through the dealership, and well, there's a lot more involved with that rather than Elon just saying drop the price, right? You got shareholders, you got people to appease and people to grant permission and approvals, unfortunately, and it ends up being a slow-moving ship, which is pretty detrimental when we live in a market that has been constantly changing and evolving so quickly. Just within the last 7 months, we've seen a huge downturn of new vehicle sales across the board, as well as used vehicle sales, right? Prices are insane. Interest rates are even worse. Excellent credit will lend you a 7 to 10% interest rate on a new vehicle, even worse than that on a used one. So I know a lot of people who buy EVs in general, they typically buy them as a secondary or a third car, right, in their household. Is very rarely or seldomly the number one or the primary vehicle. So we see that as the times have changed and the market has done a pretty big downward swing, we see a lot less sales across the board with that in mind. So how much they want for them. So yeah, there you go, 59,000 and some change down there. That is exactly how much they charge for the battery. Kind of wild. So I'll wrap up the video there. Just want to get your thoughts on it. Appreciate you watching as always. Until next time.